75 live channels with sports like NFL games, plus Hulu's entire streaming library. Plus
My
Disney
love, how
Plus,
do
plus
we
news and films. What if you
turn on the
change your
light,
name?
please?
Give me
Good.
something. No bad ideas.
Right there.
Bad idea.
You got a light right there too.
Plus live TV plus.
Yeah, everybody's kind of doing plus they have to pay.
What do we call it?
Okay, there you go. Hi guys.
You say 3
This
plus
is,
is what you're saying?
start.
Doing it on.
That's
Yeah,
dumb.
I know.
But we're gonna
Since
go.
you're not yet done, sir. So I'll just do a little start. Okay guys, nood mo na kayo ng movie ha, kasi wala pa naman. He's not yet ready.
You're the one that got me in the water.
Uy!
Welcome, baby, to the world of plants. New organic Gerber Plantastic, our first range of plant protein recipes for little ones. Made from yummy beans, grains, and veggies. Make their world plantastic. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Claritin provides non-drowsy symptom relief from over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens, day after day. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year with Claritin Clear.
We will start later. Start. Are you ready now?
It's 7 o'clock. You got 14 minutes.
Lord have mercy. Well, guys, kasi guys, he's still watching TV.
You're the one that got me in the watching the movie.
It's almost done, right?
14 minutes. You said 7 o'clock. It's not 7 o'clock.
I know. Who are you going to argue me now? No? Okay, good.
At Domino's, you can get
Well, I just started my computer because it's connected on the
oven-baked Parmesan bread
hotel.
buns,
I just want to make it work good.
pizzas as well. Carry out any 2 or more mix and match items
Yeah,
for $5.99 each or get them delivered for $6.99
How about
each.
this now?
Hey, third grader, how was your summer? Productive.
With Nature Valley,
Oh,
you can see
that's a
sports
good
schools
night.
while making memories out there. Download the Box Tops for Education app to learn how.
Naglalis kami, guys. Okay. Ay, sorry. Naglalis kami.
Obsessing over everything.
Hi.
So between them and our softest diaper, we're huggies, by the way.
Okay.
We got it covered, kiddo.
This is not a long session, guys. I'm just excited to share this because bihira na kami magkasama ng hubby ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, this is the right time for us to share our, anong tawag
And
doon?
you're real
Like, love story ko, no? Kasi di ba trending ngayon yung mga Filipina nagkaroon ng mga foreigner. At least we can share our experience and also makapagbigay ng advices and tips to all our Filipino women there.
Try offer up
How many
first and
minutes?
save up to a lot.
2 minutes?
No.
Download the app today.
12? Oh my God, I've been
Look,
watching.
I was fine. You're the one that said, oh, let's turn the TV on. I'm watching. Whose idea was all this?
Because you
And then
didn't,
you
I
watched
fall
5
asleep.
minutes of the movie
You
and then
didn't
you
walk
start
me.
doing everything else.
Listen, you didn't walk me up. I fall asleep. You should wake me up and say, hey, get ready because it's almost 7. Because it's still, kasi nga guys, yung oras dito is on, it's on 6:49. Tapos may araw pa. Kaya akala ko umaga pa.
Please stop bleeding and start it.
Because you know what, it's morning in the Philippines and most of the people there will have school, go to work. You know what I'm talking?
From over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens,
Oh,
day
man.
after day. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year with Claritin Clear.
So, what can I help you with, Jane? I'm not content.
Hindi kami magla-live na nag-aaway pa.
I've been trying to help other people have good relationships. And here I am.
Yay! Shout out, viewers. Number 1 viewers ko si Rampage channel. Please don't forget to check his channel and subscribe. Rampage channel. I think he's the leader of the Golden Heart group chat, and Alec blog, and my beautiful friend Rachel. Hi. Hello everyone. Good morning.
It requires a safe environment.
Ano yan? That's our normal. Hindi yan away. Pag nag-aaway kami, batuhan talaga.
Now streaming only on Hulu.
So guys, Ano guys, kasi he's watching, we were watching movie.
Okay, it's almost over.
It's almost over. Yeah. Actually, I've been watching the sequel of this movie, The Avengers. Hindi pala siya naka-watch ng whole sequel. Ako, I'm done. So, I give him a chance to finish the movie. I think he will just put the laptop right here. Because that sofa, it's too high. Yeah. I'm more comfortable in this. I am more comfortable in the bed.
Where'd you go?
I don't want to be on the bed.
Mamaw ka, oy! We will be sitting on the bed.
I'm not doing
Sige na, kung ba na, lahi mo nang gingo naman na.
it. Okay.
My love, he said
You're
like,
just really not going to let me watch this movie, are you? You're just determined that I'm not allowed to see I've watched whole hour and 3/4, but I'm not allowed to see the
Is it-
last 15 minutes.
see,
Why?
see, look what
Let me
happened.
watch. Just let me watch, please.
Okay. See, because Thanos is died. Thor killed him. See?
Okay.
Up, General. Up. This is no place to die.
Yeah, see, during this all.
I don't think Thor did kill him. Everybody else is dying.
Yeah, but Thor was gonna find him. See, even him. I love this movie.
No.
Sige, we standby muna kayo dyan ha, kasi yung boss ko, siya pa naman magbibigay ng ng pa-premyo. Siya yung magbibigay ng pa-premyo, guys, hindi ako. Alam mo ba, Rampage, before, kasi nandito ka rin, alam mo ba, I have my YouTube paraffle before. Like, you know how much I spent? The last paraffle, I spent 10,000 pesos. Ano lang yung parang tulong last December kasi na-audit yung Pilipinas, di ba? Tapos yung previous ones, I have sponsors too. We will be giving cash prizes before. Walang 50, walang 100. Yung pamimigay ko is 500 talaga kasi hindi siya papayag. Kasi wala raw mabibili sa 50 pesos. Sabi ko, ganun. Then one of my friends said, Ma'am Tess, yung sinalihan kong vlogger, pamimigay niya 50 pesos lang to 100 pesos lang sa Gcash. I said, ganun. Sige lang, okay lang naman yun. Nabalhin ako, guys, kaya hindi siya kanong. Kung siya mahimo kay tabihan kaya ng asawa. So yun ang nangyari. Sabi ko nga, okay lang naman kasi nakatatong nyo naman tayo. Especially that was the pandemic, yung nangyari na pandemic. So marami rin tayo natulungan before. May mga natutulungan ako but hindi ko na inano sa vlog ko. So stand back. Sige, magkape ka muna, okay? Oh, no, this is not the last part.
He didn't. I told you, he didn't kill him.
Yeah, but the last.
He's killing everybody, half the people in the universe.
Yeah, but listen, there's still another sequel
Okay.
that Thor was gonna kill Thanos. Yeah. Kabundok ko ning ito.
What is this? What the hell is happening?
Yeah, because the last part, Black Widow, died.
Oh God.
Naku. Hi guys! Thanks po sa inyong lahat. I mean, ano kasi, yung 100, di ba mahal naman ngayon sa Pilipinas. Ah, ito yung advantage. So, kaya nga, I told him na pag hindi ka binigyan ng
Move it to the couch.
article,
I'll make it work. All you gotta do is wiggle the back of your back work to get it to wherever you want.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, I think I have enough battery. Look, you're laughing at me, right? So, guys, yung husband ko. Ano pa talaga, sinabihan ako, you need to write a question. Ganito talaga yung mga foreigner, guys. Gusto nila organize talaga lahat. Kasi nga, sabi ko, my lad, no. I want you to write all the question para smooth daw yung namin. Smooth daw yung namin, yung live namin. Tapos, ito, piniga yung utak ko, sabi niya, you have to start from the beginning. English. Okay, guys, English pa yun. Yeah, I have to speak English. Sige, sabi niya, English. Okay. You don't want to wear your hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna wear mine.
Okay. So guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my live, to my channel. This is my second live session, guys, kasi yes, last night nag-live. Tapos ginawa ko kumanta lang naman. So tonight is a very special live session kasi Whitney is my partner, di ba? Of my previous video, guys, siguro nakita niyo. You will see if you check all my old videos. Hi everyone, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, by the way, his name is David. And then yung mga video ko before, I was traveling, right? I was traveling the whole US. Kasi nga, yun ang trabaho niya. Kaya nakita ko almost, right? Siguro, how...
I don't understand what you were saying because you weren't speaking English.
I forgot. Okay, so I told him that I've been traveling to the whole state in the US of A. So do you have an idea like how many states? No, I think 4 states.
I think you'd be more. Yeah, it'd be easier to tell everyone what state you did make it to. I can tell you. I know Vermont was one. Honestly, did you ever make it to Montana?
No.
Montana. I know you went to both Dakotas.
Alaska.
Well, yeah, Alaska and Hawaii, obviously.
So only 4 states na I wasn't able to travel.
Almost doing as good as me. I've never been to Alaska or Hawaii, so she's almost doing as good as me.
So siguro, maybe in our next live session, Malab, you will going to ask me the whole state capital and the whole state. It is a
this is something we used to practice all the time when we first met.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
I would quiz her on state capitals, and she loves to do it. So.
Okay, guys, so we'll start now. So anyway, so this is my live session. So as I mentioned earlier, so that's why I tried to do this live session because of the trending issue now in the Philippines between the 2 Filipino women and that one foreign national. So I don't know what's their drama, but at least in our story, guys, you will also learn something from our past experiences before we move on to our relationship, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I have questions. So this is not a long live, guys, because ayoko na kasi last night it was an hour. So let me introduce. So he's a trucker. He's a trucker. I'm a nurse. So napaka-opposite ng job namin, right? But anyway, we both love our job, and then we both love we have special setup with our marriage because we never see each other every day.
No.
Yeah, because he's a national driver. He's been traveling every day, different state. Me, I work dealing with patients. So he deal with customers, and they're the one who provide actually American people. Okay, so first, move on ako, no? Okay, first question, how we met?
Go ahead.
Okay, so guys, we met.
Tell your side of the story, and then I'll tell my side.
Okay. I joined in a dating site before. In a dating site before, which is the Filipina Cupid. I had my profile there, like nandiyan, I have my profile. It's been there, but I wasn't active at the time. I never talked to anyone. But last 2016, I had my health issue, so I was so bored staying in the house. So that is when I was really on my computer, and then I was able to check my profile on Filipina. It's a dating site, Filipina Cupid, and then I saw him messaging me. So that's it.
Okay. To be honest with you, and I tell her that God has brought us together because at the time I just was very content with myself. I was driving for a different company than I work for now. I don't know what inspired me. Now, I went to Filipina Cupid too, but I had experience with that site before, but it was a different company. It was actually called Filipino Heart. So I tried to log into Filipino Heart again, and it led me to Filipina Cupid. And I was actually talking to, at the time when I sent her a message, there was 2 other girls that I was sending messages to back and forth. Her profile.
I'll tell them what makes, yeah.
Her profile was not like anybody else's profile. It was different. And she basically said, I like to clean a lot. And I'm like, what kind of girl makes a profile like that? I was like, oh, I got to send this girl a message. I got to see what she's like. Just doesn't, it's so different. So that's what inspired me to send her a message.
Sige, I have to translate ba? At least, actually, yung nakita yung profile ko, what makes him write or send me a messages. He was interested in my profile kasi I wrote something on my profile. I said, I love to clean. Kasi, yun, yun nga. Kasi totoo naman, di ba? It's true. I love to clean. I'm a clean person. I love to clean. So, that is where we started. That is where we started having our conversation. Dahil lang yan, guys, nilagay.
No, well, and then, but after we emailed back and forth a few times, but after that, she asked me for my phone number, and I was like, I give it to her. And it was funny because she has two sisters that live in Florida already. And I was actually doing a delivery going through Florida. And one day I look at my phone and I'm looking at the return and I see I see a Florida area code and my phone's ringing. I normally do not answer. If I don't know the number, I won't answer the phone. But for some reason, I just figured I had to pick it up. And she's like, hi. You don't know me, but I'm like, okay. And that was but after that, we really didn't message. We always still message each other to this day, but we talked on the phone twice a day, in the morning and in the evening.
Well, the advantage is I have a Magic Jack phone before connected to, I don't know if you're all familiar with Magic Jack phone. My sister gave it to me because of, I can just call them anytime. Now, it has no charge at all. That's why it was easy for me to communicate him using my Magic Jack than chatting online because I don't really do chatting. So that's it. So we started talking and then um, I don't know if I share to like I'm a Filipino woman. I just love to speak English, even if my English is so baliko. I mean, it's not perfect, but I love to speak English. So, parang ano talaga, entice ako sa mga foreigner. But at that time, it was scary because I've heard a lot of issues with Filipino women and foreigners. So, I don't really go chatting. So, I talk to him on the phone most of the time. Okay, that's it. So, reason why we joined. So, what was your reason before why you joined the dating site?
Yeah, well, years and years ago, I had actually, before the internet became big and popular, I actually entered this one club over a man. He married a Filipina. His name was Larry McIntyre, and he had a club, and I joined his club. But he used to send me these tapes, these cassette tapes, and I used to listen to them all the time. And he was telling me what the Philippine culture was all like and how nice everybody was. And I just was very intrigued. So ever since that day, it just was in my head, that I would like to meet a Filipina.
Okay. Well, my intention at that time before guys, wala lang. Kasi I wanted to come to be with my sister before, but it was very difficult for me. Even though my father was here for 8 years and they tried to petition me, but walang nangyayari. Nothing's happened. I was waiting and waiting. And then I said and then somebody advised me, oh, why not join this dating site? So, andun na yung profile ko, but I never talked to anybody. Okay, so yon, when did we meet exactly? Do you still remember what year?
It was May of 2016.
Yay!
Don't ask me the day.
Bravo! So at least alam niyo. So we met in the year of 2016, guys. From day one until we got married, until I got
Well,
here.
we talked to each other on the phone twice a day for 3 years before I came to see her. I came to the Philippines in it was 2019 March of 2019 is when I actually met her sisters that live in Florida. I actually met her family in the US before I met her, and I spent like a weekend with them, and we had some activities, but I didn't come to the Philippines until March of 2019. That was my second time at the Philippines. I came there once before, but I'm not gonna lie. Okay, when we first met, there was a lot of things that I had to work on, like my passport. I didn't have it at the time, and I had to renew it. And I had some child support issues that they weren't gonna let me have it. There was things, and I just wasn't really sure if I was gonna be able to make it. So I really wasn't really positive about as far as our relationship moving to the next step. We were very good friends. I mean, and we talked twice a day. I mean, she really made a difference in my life because I have a very lonely job. I'm in a truck all day long by myself, actually more than just a day after day. And she used to always call me twice a day, so I was never lonely again.
Yeah, it was vice versa, guys. He called me, I called him,
Mhm.
because that was the time I was also very very active in my church apostolate. So, because that was summer, so every summer I gave catechism to the kids and feeding program every day. I feed the kids like more than 50 kids every day in, in our chapel. And the first month that we talk, I'm so happy because even though I have a lot of sponsors, but he gave me, like, he just offered me, okay, I'm willing to help you. So I was able to feed the kids and I was able to give a lot of school supplies with all the children in our community at that time, right?
Mhm.
Remember? Yeah. So I was able to share to him my apostolate back in the Philippines. Kasi nga, I'm a kind of person na I spend most of my time in my church apostolate before.
Well, and I'm gonna say that really was a big factor for me. What attracted me to her is her uh, ac- being active in the church. She's a very devoted Catholic Christian. It really meant a lot to me because I knew and I needed the next woman that I wanted to be with. She had to be a God fearing woman, and that she is. Make sure you keep up with everybody's what they're saying.
Shout out! Shout out! Shout out to my, ano ba yan? Okay. Shout out to all my chatters. So, hindi ko talaga mabasa. Okay. So guys, so yun ang isa sa reason is I would say because I supposed to ask you what are the qualities why you choose, because I knew you were talking
Mm.
to two other Filipino girls before
Mm.
you met me. So aside from being a
Well, number one, I didn't. I wasn't one of those foreign guys. I didn't want to go with number one, her age. Okay, our age to me, I'm 10 years older than she is, but to me that's not a lot. I see some of these American guys coming over there. They want to marry a Filipina, 20, 25. I actually, there's another YouTube channel. I see one where they're for almost 40 years apart. That's a huge age gap. I didn't want that big of an age gap. Her being a devout Christian, and she's a very kind and sweet woman. She is.
good morning everyone. Good morning, sister. So guys,
Is that Sister Bridget?
no, it's
Oh,
not sister.
okay.
We have this Golden Heart group chat.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know. So the Golden group chat. Those are the Filipino women who helped a lot of Filipino people
Mhm.
also. Actually, ano siya, anong tawag? What they call this? They've been helping people, especially those less fortunate. So that's why I joined their group.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, yung age gap namin, he's not that old. Okay,
Okay. Now
he's
give
in his
your side of the
50s.
story.
Um,
What
well,
was
one
it in me
thing,
that
what the
attracted you?
qualities that I liked him a lot is he appreciate what I was doing before back in the Philippines. Because believe me, when I was in the Philippines, since I have that magic jack, I feel like I was working in a call center. I've been talking a lot of different foreigner on my phone because they've been calling me, and believe me, I have a lot of those men. I never asked him, but he always helped me in my youth apostolate before. I mean, when I told them that I'll be having like a youth encounter, so they're the one who helped me on my youth activities before. So when I first time I told him that this is what I'm gonna do, so he offered help, and then he told me that I like things that you were doing there. He appreciated, so that's one thing, and also he was being honest to me.
Yeah.
He was being honest, like the first week we talked, we he just opened everything about his life, and I can tell. So that's one of the reason, guys. What those are one of the qualities. Okay, so we have to share what are the struggles of having a LDR, long distance relationship.
Let's talk about. Okay, I came to the Philippines this year. I came back. I applied for the K1 visa, and you know what? Right away, I knew that she was serious and how much that she wanted to be with me because she came over in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, right in the middle of the pandemic, and I mean, she was able to get here, and I mean, that says a lot. And I mean, look, we went through immigration. If you're going to do legal immigration here, it is a very you have to have a lot of patience. You gotta like filling out paperwork because there's a lot of it, and it was a long road. It was a long road. We had our paperwork sent back to us what, twice?
Yeah.
Was it twice?
We have a rejection
Yeah.
twice, guys. So this is what happened. So during the paperwork processing, I never thought that it was so difficult for us. Kasi nga, even while I was still in the Philippines, aside from those expenses, so I said like, oh Lord, kasi malaki yung gastos, guys, yung expenses. Tapos I came here in the middle of pandemic and I was really scared. My flight was canceled more than 5 times, more than 5 times. And I was about to give up. I said like I don't care if my visa will expire. I don't want to fly. I was really scared. And then it was my brother-in-law and I also prayed, Lord, if this thing really meant for me, things will gonna work out. We were able to get a flight. Believe me, when I went to the airport, I thought like, parang yung sa, I feel like that was a horror movie, like zombie movie na you can't even see people in the airports, like where I'm gonna go. Because I don't see any people because that was an airport, but it was so unusual. It was so scary, especially in the Philippines. But when I get to the Korea, it was more different because those one of the country that they were able to control during the virus, you know. And then until dumating ako dito, but I was so scared. Like everybody are just even inside the plane, you're actually. I mean, you are so limited inside the plane, even inside the airport at the time. When I was in the Korea, the immigration asked. I had two interviews from the immigration, which is very unusual. Kasi if because that was the last Asian no, last country na papunta ako ng port of entry ko, Korea to US. So I had two interviews from the immigration and I was so scared. I thought like they were going to let me back to the Philippines. I said, what is going on? And they've been asking me like if I was exposed. I have all the travel documents needed. I gave them, but still they were asking me a lot of questions at that time. But by God's grace, I was able to, I was able to fly and made it here. It was really a very challenging situation
Wow.
for me.
And that was only the beginning of it because our wedding isn't, we had to be married within 90 days. And
Kaloka,
we
Chris.
had to do a JOP wedding because you're not going to have a big church wedding. They were forbidden. So we did a JOP wedding wearing masks the whole time. I mean, I feel she's going to get another wedding. She's going to get a proper church wedding. She deserves it. I mean, to have to get married under the circumstances that we had to get married under, it just is not right. So I told her she would have a church wedding.
So we have to share them. What are the struggles before? I know
What do
the
you mean,
struggles
struggles
before having a long distance relationship.
Oh,
Because I know there are a lot of Filipino women who also married to a foreign national, like different races, but mostly like short
Well,
acquaintances.
when
But
we
ours,
first- when
we have 4 years.
yeah, but
Four
when we
years.
first got together, the first year was bumpy because there was trust issues. I mean,
Yeah,
and she
those are one of the struggle. We have trust issues.
well, and I think that goes along with any long distance relationship.
And then, so, yeah, on our first year, guys, nag-ano pa ako, nag-file pa ako ng tourist visa with his help. kasi, because he thought na, if this relationship will not work out, at least, I'll be able to come here. So, that first tourist visa, hindi rin nag-work out.
Mhm.
Then, he helped my sister to find another visa, hindi rin nag-work out. So, actually, he spent a lot of money. So, that's why, he's a very generous person, believe me. He's a very kind-hearted person. That's why, guys, you know what? I really believe this is my personal experience. If you really pray, because I get married like 44 years old. Okay? Hindi po ako bata. Kasi naglaman nagsabi na, I was young. I said, no, I'm not young. I'm in my 40s when I married.
It's hard to tell with that face, but yeah.
Kasi nga, guys, palatawa lang talaga ako. Parang wala lang. I take, life easy. Hindi ko, I have a lot of problems and stress in life too. But, I have my faith always.
Anyways, we did get all the paperwork filled out. It got sent back twice. We did finally get it right. It was this past February she finally did get her green card, so she can work and leave the country now if she wants to.
Yeah, so the processing getting a green card, it was also a struggle because we have to rejection at that time. And reason is we both traveling, guys. So parang we just we forgot that we have to we have paperwork that we need to do, but hindi namin, we cannot really reply right away because we were on the road, we were just traveling. So
Well, and those that are new to the channel, if you go back to some of her old videos, we got videos of so many places.
in different state in the US, guys. So yun nga, almost napuntahan ko na lahat, yung New York, yung California, yung
The
mga
Hoover Dam.
sa Las Vegas, napuntahan ko na lahat yan. So yun nga, if you have
What was
any
that? Wilson,
the Wilson Arch in
Yeah.
Utah. So yun, I don't have any regrets of coming here. I know a lot of Filipino women, they have their own struggle, especially in their first 2 years. My struggle was different because
Well, my wife is adventurous. Sometimes I got to give her a little bit of a push, but she can be adventurous. She
kasi gusto ko guys, yung state of Utah, oh my God, you have no idea how beautiful the state was. And basta puntahan niyo yung mga videos ko, especially sa mga Golden Heart group. Puntahan niyo yung mga videos ko, makikita niyo yung mga different places in the US na you might think, oh my God, is this place really exist? Kasi ako, even I said, oh Lord, this is so beautiful. When it comes to nature, nakita ko na lahat. When it comes to huge skyscraper, nakita ko na lahat. New York, nakita ko na. Wala akong nakita sa New York, traffic lang.
Okay.
So, okay, another question. So, is there any doubts before? No doubts at all.
I
Ako
never
rin,
had any doubts.
I don't have any doubts. So, yun guys. So,
I had more doubts about myself than her.
So, yun nga, a lot of question or curiosity na why is it that me and my husband were not living together? Because I lived with him, traveling, but God is so good because you know what? By the time I have my combo card, I got hired less than a week.
You started it. No, you were going there before you even got your green card. Yeah.
I volunteered.
You were doing volunteer work.
Before, guys, before I don't have because in the US you cannot get a job, especially if you're an immigrant. It was not easy, or you cannot just go to work without a green card or a combo card or a work. What do you call that? The combo card?
Didn't they give you a work
The
permit?
EAD, yeah, employment card, guys. Hindi ka makapagtrabaho. So I was just enjoying my life traveling at that time while working on our paperwork and working for my green card. And then, God has been good, because you know what? When my brother-in-law texted me, Tess, you got your green card. So we came down here in Panama, and then my baby sister told me, we're hiring. See, I said, wow. I said, okay. It was hard for me to left him. But here in the US, we need to. We need to, you know, to work. Though we don't have any, it was a mutual decision not to get our. Can you just explain?
Get our what?
Ano guys, pag-usapan namin na hindi kami pwedeng magka-baby na.
Oh, children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we consider our age at the same time our situation, but it was a mutual decision too.
I don't want to be raising kids in my 70s.
And my doctor, my primary doctor told me it was too risky for me. So I have problems. So yun ang reason. That was the reason. But anyway, guys, so this is the time na, you need to give advices and tips to you can also give advices to them. But you're, Filipino woman, advices to those Filipino women. I know there's a lot of Filipino women would
You want
love
me to
to
give
come.
advice to Filipino women?
Yeah, I mean, even
Well-
foreigner, like, what are the advice you can give them finding or searching for the
Well,
right person?
you're looking for a good Christian man. I mean, you just you got to be careful. I mean, not everybody has a good heart. Not everybody has good intentions. And you just got to take your time. You don't rush in it. I mean, that's one thing I like about our relationship. I mean, 3 years before I even met her. I mean, that's a long time to know. That was long enough for me to know if I even wanted to meet her. So, I mean, you just take your time. I mean, that's definitely, I think that I've had relationships before. I was married before. And honestly, I think that was part of the biggest reason they didn't work, because I didn't take my time to get to know them, to make sure that that was the one. And for her, definitely had enough time to decide.
Oh, guys, never been married po ako, okay? Hi! Single po talaga ako, yung nagpakasal ako. I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of kids.
Yeah. No,
I was thinking-
she's a Lola. She's a Lola.
Yeah, we have. I mean, he knows I've been taking care of a lot of kids back in my place in dun sa barangay namin. Ako, minimentor ko yung mga bata doon, every day. And then, yeah, when it comes to help my husband, now we both generous, okay? If he's generous, I am more generous. He knew it,
Mhm.
Yun nga guys, so advice
You
ko
had
lang.
more than that.
We already did it. Advice,
Mhm.
what is the tips and advices for
I just-
getting
I
a
just
right
told him.
partner?
I just told him.
Not just Christian, aside from that.
I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. Everybody
him-
has their own priorities and what they're looking for, strengths and weaknesses. I mean, it's our strengths and weakness. Okay, she is very good about taking care of her skin and stuff like that, and I'm not. Like, but when it comes to like taking vitamins and supplements, that's my strength. I don't ever forget. I'll ask her, "Did you take your vitamins today?" Oh no, I forgot.
Okay guys, ito yung advices ko. Okay, kasi nga, for me, I was taking my time before, and also I pray a lot before. When I reached the age of 40, that is when I started to worry. I said, Lord, ano ba? Because maybe I spend most of my time in my church apostolate. I think that's one of the reasons too. I don't have any time meeting someone.
Many times I have told her, it's finding that someone special to make her crazy for the rest of her life.
Guys, this is one of my secret, or I would like to share to you all, especially to those Filipino women, my kapwa Pilipina. I know there's a lot of them, even messaging me, Tess, baka bigyan mo naman ako dyan, baka may naghahanap. friends in the Philippines message me, send me a private message asking if I can give them, a foreigner. And I said like, sometimes it's hard to answer that question.
Yeah.
I knew I met a lot. We have a lot of patient guys.
The only
We
problem with
just,
doing that is if you give them a person and it don't
yeah,
work out and they get a bad experience, then it's your
yeah.
fault.
Believe me, I met a lot of, mature men, and guys, believe me, they love Filipina. They love Filipina. So that's why, point, this is one of my reasons why I have to do this video, because I know nowadays there are a lot of Filipino women who did a lot of, bad issues or things in online about scamming foreigner. Even if you watch Rapi Tulpo, di ba? If you watch Rapi Tulpo, there are a lot of foreign guy reported that there was scam by Filipina. That makes me really sad. Kasi those money that they spend, they work hard for it. And how could you expect to have a right partner if you're doing this kind of things online? So hopefully these Filipino women will be enlightened na, you know, it's not good. Kasi I believe in karma.
As far as
Mm,
myself, there's a lot of guys that been divorced, and it was a bad divorce. And the dating game in America is you're to somebody my age to find somebody else. You're gonna find another woman that's been married before too, got kids. I got kids. She got kids, and it's hard to find that chemistry. And the morals in America, the church doesn't. This is what I like about the Philippines. The church has a lot of influence, a lot in the Philippines. The church is still very strong. They have influence in the government. They have influence. The children still are brought up into the church, where it's not like that here. So there's still good morals in the Philippines. They're still teaching good morals, and that's how I desire to find a woman in the Philippines.
yeah, and one thing also, guys, do not go for looks, do not go for money. You know, that's one of the reason also. Now that's why there's a lot of women, because they will always look for money. That's why they love to scam. So please, one thing, I'm still na, despite na, there are a lot of foreigners na they were scammed by Filipino woman, but still they always love Filipina. I have a lot of patience, guys. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of patience there. Keep on inquiring, especially kasi dalawa kami ng kapatid ko. Like sometimes like it's so awkward, but just try, I keep on explaining na kung meron namang nanghihingi, if you were going to ask me, hindi ko yan dinidedma. That's why I keep on, if somebody asks me about Filipina or looking for a Filipina, I ask them, are you sure you want Filipina? And sometimes na, gusto nila, usually they were looking for Filipina who's here already in the Philippines. But I have to explain, if you want a Filipino woman, there will be a lot of sacrifices. The paperwork, because they need to spend money to do the paperwork, a lot of hassle,
But
sacrifices too.
I look at it this way. Number one, if the man's not ready to make that
Yeah,
sacrifice himself, and he's not willing to spend that kind of money, he's not serious. That's how I
yeah,
feel about it.
hmm,
I mean,
yeah, that's right. So, yung mga nag-inquire dyan, wait lang kayo. I know in God's time, you will also find someone, the right partner for you. Basta just be a good person, be a good person. Don't ever go for money, or don't ever go for that attitude na I just want to go to the US. Yes, it's okay. You have the ambition to come here, but you have to understand, guys, if this thing is not really meant for you, you will not be happy. You know, At first, my husband is also struggling with me because there was a time that I was so depressed because I miss my family in the Philippines. Even though I have my sisters here, I have families here, but I miss my mama and papa like every day. That makes him really crazy
Well,
because there are times that I would just
why don't you?
cry.
There's something I want you. For those who do want to come here and make it here, I want you let her explain to you what the culture shock is like.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I couldn't see it, but until she got here and then we talked about it, there is a big difference once you get here.
Yeah, so one example, guys, when it comes to culture shock. Guys, grabe yung like as a couple, I struggled at first, but later on we were able to, to solve that issue because I explained it to him and he explained it to me, and I was able to understand and he was able to understand me. So that was the issue before we had, but I was, guys, ito lang yung
Well,
masasabi
that
ko.
and you how much she was it was a shock to her to how much things cost over here. I mean, okay, because I used to send her money. She was so used to me sending her like, I mean, just example. If I send her $20, it was 1,000 pesos. Now, to me, that's nothing. But over here, her and I, if we go to a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, it's like $26 for to eat for two people to eat fast food. That's crazy.
Yes,
No,
guys.
when we went to Jollibee's in Jacksonville, that was $32 to go to Jollibee's in Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, he said one thing also is he was a very supportive. I never asked him. He's the one, in good faith, siya yung nagbibigay. Kasi sometimes he will going to ask me, how much? And I said, no, 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 no. I always feel embarrassed to ask him. I never do that. Siya lang yung talaga, he's very thoughtful, he's very generous, he's very supportive. Even in my blogging, oh my God, like, he, yeah, kung ano yung passion ko, he always support me. So,
That's what a good husband does.
so that's why I said to myself na he's not a perfect man, but I am blessed enough to
Mhm.
have him kasi there is no perfect marriage, guys.
No, that only happens in Disney movies.
Yeah. So that's why Filipino people don't believe in like perfect
Right.
partner or you know, my forever naman. It's a choice. It's a choice, and it's a when you say forever, yeah, there's a forever. It's a matter of sacrifices and choice.
Mhm.
If you choose to be happy and to have forever, well, you have to sacrifice, right? So that's my own opinion. So yun ang advice, guys. To my all Filipino women, ako Filipina, please don't go for money, don't go for looks. Uh, ano lang, if you met someone, just be who you are and don't ever take advantage, because I knew a foreigner, their way is like giving money, giving money. But you have to understand those people, guys, they have to work hard for their money. Hindi yun mayaman or rich people. Believe me, they're not rich. It's just like their money. Doon sa Pilipinas is, have a good rate compared to our peso.
Anybody that has a blog here, help promote it.
Yeah, by the way, guys, so that was our story. Yeah, lang, parang ano lang, parang so guys, shout out muna tayo sa mga chatters natin ngayon. To my Golden Heart group, Rampage. I know he's young, but he's not a Filipino. He's a Filipino.
Okay.
He's young, but he's also his charity blogs. And my sister, my other, oh, Pop
There's
Tart!
Pop Tart.
Hi, Pop Tart, here you are. Pop Tart, she is a trucker. She also have a travel blog. Please subscribe. Alec blog. He's also a Filipino. And then my sister, Bing Maries. Big Maris is also from the Philippines. I think she's the one from Camarines or yeah, she's also a blogger. So please, yeah, you can check.
She said what I missed. Popper.
It's our love story. I hope you all will also do the same thing. I would love to hear from your love story because our love story is unique. We met. I'm from the other side of the world. He's from the US. But why is it that we met? You know. Yes, Rampage, please subscribe her channel. She's a traveler. She has a travel blog. Alec blog. Um my sister Big Maries. Okay, guys, who's the last chatter? Okay, so before we end this live session, thank you so much for all your time, guys. So, I will, may ano ko, pa-premyo ako sa last chatter ko. Parang si Pop-Tart yung last chatter ko. Okay, you can make friends here sa ano natin mga subscribers. Okay, so, yung last chatter natin, tingnan natin. You have to help me. You know the last chatter, right? The last person who will do the chat. I just learned that when I joined some Filipino bloggers do their live session. Last chatter, si Alec Blog ba?
Is that one of your families, Mark? That's Mark.
Yeah. Hi, Mark. Ahmed. That's my cousin. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, ito yung klase na foreigner na hindi ako pwedeng maglaba. Siya yung tagalaba. Bitaw, Sergio yung maglaba. Yay! Go, go, go. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep on praying to those. Yeah, I was looking for the last chatter. Bye. God bless everyone and keep safe. Okay. Rampage is the last chatter. There you go. Thank you so much. So I have. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you so much, Golden Heart Group. O sige, nag-exit na si. Okay, tingnan natin yung last. I have 3. Okay, guys. I will let you know, okay? Yeah. Okay. Basta, ano na lang, tingnan natin kung sino ba nandito. Okay, I will... Thank you. I have to go now. God bless everyone. Okay, Big Marie. Thank you.